Yeah, but it's probably way funnier when he did it.
Oh yeah, he's a comedian.
So
he gets paid.
Don't tell me the joke if you can't tell it right.
Oh my god.
Just send me the link.
Yeah.
No, he don't like shit getting shared.
The point of passing a joke on is to laugh.
Like the Aristocats. Crats.
All right, Donnie, you don't need to fucking deconstruct him here, bro. He just fucked up at telling a joke. You don't need to tear down his whole worldview.
What are you, his fucking mommy?
I'm just saying you don't.
Bro,
have to...
I'm learning steps. He's fine.
Okay.
This guy.
Okay.
I pity him.
You pity him.
I pity him. For him to go that far against me. It's fine. You see, I was quiet. I was like, whatever. It was all air.
Declan was offended for you.
That's good. That's called a true friend. Welcome to Best There Is podcast, and I'm here with Declan as always, and Donnie's here. You can wave at the camera, Donnie, like Ryan does, but I guess you're not going to because I already said it. And we're talking about who's getting high?
Joey Coco Diaz on the Joe Rogan podcast, and I didn't. Was there more to the story?
No.
Yeah, well, it's because I said you said he was.
Dude, you know what you got to watch though is fucking Joe Rogan on Be Real's podcast.
Does Be Real have funny? One?
Yeah, which is funny because Mike Tyson's podcast is called Hot Box with Mike Tyson. I forget what Be Real's is, but it's a literal hot box. They get into like his fucking whatever dope
Bentley
car.
Or whatever.
No, it's like a Mexican. It's like a lowrider, but with a lid with the top. It's not a drop top. But anyways, I don't know what fucking kind of car it is, to be honest with you. But Joe Rogan is on it, and dude, he is so fucking high that he's visibly like uncomfortable, like physically uncomfortable. Like he didn't freak out or anything, but it's so funny. He like. His appearance changes because he's so fucking high.
You see the Freddie Gibbs Joe Rogan one?
I haven't seen the whole thing, but
where he's talking about shooting a crackhead.
No, I haven't seen the whole podcast because I don't have. I don't think the whole thing's on YouTube.
No, it's not.
Yeah, so I haven't. I've just seen clips. But there's a clip of recently Freddie Gibbs. I don't know what it is, but Joe Rogan and a couple other people are like sitting at a table, like a couple comedians, and then Freddie Gibbs. I don't know what it's from, but Freddie Gibbs is up there talking, and I guess he has like a minute to say something. I don't know if he's doing stand-up, supposed to be doing stand-up, but he calls out Joe Rogan for using the N-word, and he just goes in on Joe Rogan for like a good 2 minutes. And they're like, all right, Freddie, you're like, you've had your minute or whatever, and he's just like,
when does Joe Rogan use the N-word?
I cannot believe you missed the I guess I would say the attempted cancellation of Joe Rogan.
I saw when he talked about how
there's a video where they compile every time.
Sorry, we don't support Joe Rogan anyway. I know YouTube's kind of a stickler for that kind of stuff.
We don't support anyone.
We don't want to spread.
We don't support anyone but John Tron at the moment.
No, yeah.
Until he does another thing.
Well, he has said controversial stuff in the past.
But he rebounded from that. He bounced back.
Well, some people are just immune to it, right?
But people should be back how it used to, where you just don't fucking care.
Wow.
That'll never happen.
Fuck, dude. Like, I was watching Seinfeld, and Seinfeld alone, there's literally a whole episode about Elaine. He's telling Elaine, what if the dude's not pro-life? And she's like, oh, then I kick him. So every time she's like hella into this dude, and then Jerry's like, did you ask him? And it's like, this would never work nowadays. People just lose their fucking mind, and it's so casual. And then there's
what do you mean?
A lot of stuff would never work nowadays.
They just wouldn't. People would be so upset that they're talking about pro-life, anti-life, whatever. People
anti-life.
I'm
pro anti-life equation.
Yeah, sorry.
I side with dark side here.
But no, it's just, especially that show too. It's just like how women are treated and stuff. It's just bananas.
Back to the Joe Rogan thing.
Yeah, he said the N-word a lot.
Because he's like
but
fucking
it was always in conversation. He never called anybody the N-word.
Yeah.
He's just talking.
So why do people fucking care?
Because he's saying it with a hard R, and he's just using it casually, and that's generally looked at as like a no-no for black people. Like, I'm black, I could say it. You're white, you can't say it. Blah blah blah, kind of thing. And there was like a compiled video, good 3-minute video of just every time he used the N-word.
I knew there
I
knew there was some stuff where he was interviewing with the guy and they talked about it, but I don't remember.
They released it in response to they released it in response to all the Joe Rogan vaccine stuff, that all the quote unquote misinformation he was spreading. And this was just another thing to use, and quote unquote it was misinformation.
I mean, regardless,
Joe Rogan straight up lied about all this.
People are gonna believe whatever.
He's just
people don't
open-minded.
believe scientists because one scientist says this, one scientist says that.
But you're supposed to take it as a scientific whole, right?
But
it's not about.
But at the same time, I wouldn't expect people to go to Joe Rogan for their source of.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is people did though, right?
But he has one of the most popular podcasts in the world. People are gonna.
That's like Howard Stern, though. That's like Howard Stern, though.
But as you get bigger, it's been more responsible with your platform.
Yeah,
right?
but Howard Stern isn't talking about as serious of issues or subject matter as Joe Rogan. Howard Stern has like fucking porn stars and shit come on his show, and they're like, he's like, oh, how much do you really take it in the ass? So, like, that's Howard fucking Stern.
I mean, he's kind
Joe Rogan has people that are into fucking UFOs.
He's Alex Jones on the fucking podcast.
He's kind of moved farther away from all
Joe Rogan has had a lot of fucking people on this podcast,
and those are the best Joe Rogan episodes.
Because they're high,
the Alex Jones ones
and stuff.
Because Alex Jones is a fucking utter psychopath.
I'm sorry.
He's talking about how they used to choke each other in high school, and then then he gets up and he asks.
He's the weird fucking
Infowars guy.
He gets mad and he yells like this and he gets all red and
putting chemicals in the water to turn the frickin' frogs gay and
then he's like
Pizzagate, the deep state.
I haven't seen.
And then
I don't think I've seen him.
He starts talking.
Good.
He tries to sell his.
But he has another guy on called Eddie. I think he's like a fighter or something.
Dude, he's all like Eddie comes on the podcast with Alex Jones.
Okay.
And Alex Jones asks Eddie to choke him.
Damn.
Because they're talking about how. We used to choke each other in high school.
Pulled down his pants.
The boys would choke the girls, and then the girls would choke the boys, and we used to
choke them. Why? Like for fun?
Sex stuff. I don't know.
Oh, really?
But it was like a thing they did at their high school, and he's like just talking, and he's like, oh.
Was it a sex thing?
Apparently, because he turns to Eddie, he's like, just choke me right now.
He's full of shit.
It feels good. I like it.
I feel like he lies out of his fucking ass.
No, he's crazy.
Sounds crazy.
Lies out of his fucking asshole.
He's not, because he's clearly bit into his own shit so much. Sorry to get political here, guys, but he's clearly,
it's the opener.
He's clearly started as some populist guy, right? That just wanted to sprout a bunch of misinformation to get people on his side and to get like for the greater good.
Well, that's like what Tucker Carlson did too.
It's the greater good sort of thing. It's the means the ends justify the means kind of thing. Or he doesn't care about lying as long as he propagates what he sees as the right belief. And a lot of people do. This is what media does in general. Is they'll cut corners and they'll lie in order to propagate what they think is the right thing to do, right? And that's not necessarily fair for the populace, right?
That's the alcohol you had.
Rubbing
alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
Nice way to cover that up. Go ahead.
What
like if you were drinking.
No,
but I smell your rubbing alcohol because your shit's all glistening right now.
I like to keep it clean.
Keep my
this
black
room gets dusty. Dude, every time I take stuff down,
we got to do full on the full on detox of the room. Go ahead.
Sorry, back. He's just so wrapped up in his own it's like a wrestling persona where you go
and he goes full on and
it's
he
like
lives
Moon Knight, right? Where he makes up a personality and then
he becomes
real, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I think.
I still recommend just looking at clips of him when he's always like. Or he's getting amped up and he's like,
tell me what to do.
I'm sorry.
What does he say? He says, tell me what to do. Destroy the child.
It's comical.
This is what they want.
It's comical.
Yeah.
But anyways, apparently none of us saw Morbius. I was hoping Donnie goes to movies a lot.
Well, let's talk about
I don't.
You always go, I went and caught that movie and I'm like, did you have anyone with you? Like, nope. And I'm like, ha. And that's how I remember.
Did you guys see Uncharted?
No, I have not.
Did you see Venom?
He saw Venom too, right?
In theaters?
Woody Harrelson?
Yeah. Did you see the first one in theaters?
I think that's funny. Like Venom 2, Woody Harrelson.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I don't think I made it through the movie. I was like, this is garbage.
The key is Sony sucks at making movies outside of Sonic, apparently.
Is that
Is that Sony?
I don't know if that's Sony.
I think that is Sony.
What?
Can we get our computer guy on that?
But no, maybe not. But Sony can't make a good fucking movie to save its life, right? Every movie they've released over the past couple of years, every big blockbuster has just been a flop and a flop and a flop, right? Like, is it a? Because obviously everyone wants to focus on the whole Spider-Man thing, right? Like, they keep fucking up the Spider-Man universe, but they fucked up like 7 movies in a row, man. Like, outside of stuff that they're like oversight producing, I guarantee most of their big blockbuster movies.
Sonic's by Paramount Pictures.
Oh,
that's why that shit's legit.
But
and Knuckles, Idris Elba. Dude, I don't. I'm hoping I guess they're having a big meeting, not like Warner Brothers meeting, like holy shit, let's get our lives together. Because you read that, right? I mean, not only did Elon Musk buy Twitter, but Discovery bought.
Okay, you can't just mention Elon Musk buying Twitter and then us not spend another hour talking about that. Like, what the fuck?
My whole thing is just
is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Just give people the money instead of. But I mean,
what do you mean give people?
Of course, that wouldn't work because everybody's like, dude, what if you just gave $1 billion to each person in the world? Like,
he can't.
Why couldn't he?
What is $1 billion times 7 billion?
$1 billion times 7 billion?
There are 7 billion people on Earth.
He spent 144 billion. They said on Twitter.
Yes.
So are you saying there's 144 people in the world?
144 billion
people.
Okay, Ernie.
144 billion.
You want him to give $1 billion to every person? Where?
Fine, $1 million.
Okay. That's fine, right? How much do you think that is?
How many zeros are a billion? 9?
9? I don't know.
Yes.
I pretty much don't care though at this point, so I can carry on.
15 zeros at the end of that number.
I guarantee you he has it. I'll put it that way. But
that is 7.
You don't even know the name of that number.
It's 700.
That's pi million.
Centillion dollars, I think. Because one set of zeros, 1,000. Second is 1 million. Third is 1 billion. Fourth is quadrillion. But that's like more money than the entire world has.
But you know, that's
exponentially more money than like the U.S. GDP. That's literally like that's probably 100,000 times more than the whole.
140 million. He could give us all like $20.
That's not going to solve anything.
I know, but I'll take $20.
They'll give me dinner.
You could probably bring. Okay, so
you get the stimulus check, and then you get the Elon Musk stimulus check.
Oh, it's 44 billion. That's how much it was. Yeah, I don't know why I said 144. 44.
Well, 44 billion is not a lot of money. I'm sorry. In terms of buying companies and doing trade on like the world scale, because that's what this is. This is buying a whole huge multinational corporation, basically. It's a social media company. It reaches every part of the world. It's going to be fucking expensive, right, for us. But for them, it's all about profit margins and what the potentiality he can make off of it, right? You know, every stockholder, I think, got $55 per stock or something like that, which is more money than you probably get for selling the stock. So, I mean, everybody kind of wins at the end of the day, except for what is Twitter's new policy now. And what is Elon going to do with it, right? Because now him and Mark Zuckerberg own 2 competing social media firms.
They're so different, though.
But they're still social media, right? And Twitter is arguably eating up what existed of Facebook.
Facebook's done.
It's done, right?
Like, no, that's why Meta.
But that's why Meta exists now. Is this right?
I think Instagram's probably bigger than both of them. TikTok's probably bigger than both of them. People use those, I think, more than anything.
TikTok, yes. Instagram, no. Instagram's
Twitter,
not bigger
I don't think
than
people
Twitter.
Tweet out much things.
Yes, every
when Donald Trump was in office, sure, people were
every single fucking human being has a Twitter account. And I'm not saying literally every human being. Every person who's even slightly relevant, like every politician has one. Every fucking business has one nowadays. You know, they have it's the easiest way to market anything. Products do PR roll back.
These other
way easier. It reaches more people quicker in a shorter time frame, which is all about the convenience of the internet. Everything. That's why TikTok's so popular, because they're videos that are shrunken down to like fucking
Vines.
Yeah, but TikTok's run by a Chinese corporation that'll never fail.
No, so I was saying Discovery bought out Warner Brothers, so that's why they had a merger.
I heard that and I was like, is that right? Is that the order that went, or is it like should you switch them? Like, shouldn't Warner Brothers buy Discovery?
I'm waiting for Disney to buy out Discovery now.
I'm waiting for all these companies to just consume each other. Who do you think is the last one standing?
Disney, dog.
Amazon.
Really?
It's my money. Yeah.
What's Amazon own right now, though?
Amazon.
Okay.
And Walgreens. And the largest...
Netflix is like losing their shit.
The largest logistics network. The largest private logistic network in the world.
I was going to say Netflix lost hella money, too, recently. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's because everybody's sharing Netflix.
Everybody shares everything, though.
Yeah.
But I think it's because they have their own movies that they make, and they've been doing it for so long, it's kind of catching up to them. But
they also don't have the backing of things like Warner Brothers and Disney, right? Yeah. Like they don't have, or they didn't already have large pre-built infrastructure to be making movies, whereas like HBO Max and Disney Plus, you know, those production companies have existed forever, right? So Netflix has to go off and find a lot of, which is good for them because they create some really creative stuff.
Really right? Credible.
But like like some of the weirdest stuff and like Squid Games and all this super popular stuff still comes. Like they made The Witcher, and that's like one of the best video game translations to live action ever. And
you said ever, like Venom.
Venom. Sorry.
Jesus, thank you for everyone for that. Why, man? And you blew it in their faces. Why? How dare? What's up with your? But anyways, what I was saying is, you can't do it like us. You're not old enough yet.
Whatever.
But like I said, they had an emergency meeting with Warner Brothers. They want Kevin Feige.
Don't say it though.
Kevin Feige. His name's Feige.
Feige. You're saying
Disney.
You're putting way too much emphasis on the A, and you got to be very careful about that.
But okay, one thing though, before I get to that, someone told me that someone saw a screening of Flash, and one of their favorite parts was they try to do a callback, and I don't believe this in the movie at all. And the dude's like, Flash like tells Batman Keaton something. He says calmly like, "You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts." I'm like, there's no fucking way they'd do a callback, because that scene is so out of character for Batman.
Well, wasn't that scene also improvised?
I don't know, but it was so out of character in the first one because it was meant to Bruce Wayne trying to kind of scare Joker to be like, "Don't fuck with me," kind of thing, and take attention away from him, or Vicky Vale. But it wasn't Bruce Wayne being Bruce Wayne. It wasn't Batman being Batman. So the fact that if they ever did a callback, it would be just dead silence. People would be like, "What the fuck?" But anyways, but Marvel now is doing their big meeting. I think coming up in the next couple days, they're going to work on what's the next big. What's going on? The big, where are we going? Fear itself, Secret Invasion's going to happen, but it's Fear itself going to be on the plate. A lot of other stuff that they're talking about. Right now, Werewolf by Night's getting their own Marvel Plus movie. We know that. But Swamp Thing has just been confirmed. Blood Moon, for her first name, but she's dope. She hunts monsters. And then Jennifer Kale, who's like Man-Thing's boo, she's gonna be in it, so I'm pretty psyched for that.
Boo. Man-Thing's got a boo.
Dude, speaking of weird and stupid, and Donnie not talking, you've seen those commercials for the new Guardians Disney ride or something?
No.
It's so bad.
I don't care about Disney, bro.
It's a commercial.
But
I don't care about.
I don't watch live TV.
I don't care about Zales, but it's on.
I don't watch
time.
live TV.
But the commercial is so fucking bad because they have Rocket talking, basically that's it, and it's not Bradley Cooper, and the joke is like, "Star-Lord, I need help," and then it's like Star-Lord sleeping with his mask on. So it's like, you guys went really cheap for this commercial. Come on, Disney, pick up your shit.
You want Chris Pratt to be
Yes, I wanted Chris Pratt there.
You want him to pay several $1 million to
Is he your favorite?
He's my favorite.
Is he your favorite Chris?
No. Chris Pratt fell way below. After all his drama shit, I got tired of it.
Ernie doesn't like him because he's Christian.
No. Why you push shit out there and people are going to believe it?
That's true, though.
One of these days, we're going to be so famous, we're going to dig this up and be like, Ernie hates Christians. No, I don't care.
That's true.
I love everybody. But when people use their religions as for being evil, sure.
When has he been evil?
He doesn't like the gay community.
He never said he doesn't.
His church doesn't. If you're going to praise to that church and it doesn't, that's why he's got beef with fucking.
What is that like? What is
he's got beef with Elliot Page?
I'm not letting you get away with. What
he's got beef with Elliot Page.
Why'd you stand up?
I don't know. I was trying to let you not get over me or something. I don't know.
Is that like your debate tactic? Yeah, like you're physically intimidating?
No, I was just to be taller than you for that argument.
You don't have to stand up for that.
My voice was higher, literally.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I don't even remember anymore.
Good.
Ezra Miller. I never knew. I think is they them. Non-binary.
Ezra?
Yeah.
They could be that way.
You don't want to get canceled now, do you?
They could know.
I got to get all that 20 minutes of film of Ernie just blaring out the N-word. They exist, people.
It was a Lil Wayne song. God help me, but it was a Lil Wayne song. But
which one?
All of them. But yeah, so it's crazy because Marvel got all their shit together, but it's like Sony's piggybacking off it so bad, and it's like Morbius. Okay,
wouldn't you?
Yes, but my thing is, they seem just like a stubborn ass fucking kid. Just sell the fucking company. But they bombed Morbius, right? And then they're like, fuck.
Sony's not going to sell the company. You fail to understand that this movie thing is not Sony's biggest industry. It's just not, right? Sony makes
Sony
makes computers, consoles.
Sell the Spider-Man rights back.
Sure, that's fine. But
I'm not okay.
Sony needs.
I'm not talking PS5s and shit.
Sony needs to sell Spider-Man and then buy EA, and life will be. Because
what was it? Fox had X-Men, right? Yeah. Fox knew what was up. Their movies were bombing, and they're like, okay. That's what I told everybody. Don't fucking see those movies, and we'll get them back. And then eventually,
Sony is Fantastic Four. Is that Fox?
That was Fox. Fox had Daredevil, Fantastic Four, and X-Men.
And now all those people are going to be in Doctor Strange.
I cannot confirm or deny what I've read, but yes. No.
Also, sorry. On another side note, since we're still talking, but I guess it's to do with Disney and streaming and all that shit. I want to make another adjustment to my Moon Knight statement from the last week. It is the best.
Was this last episode really good?
It was the best, in my opinion. It's the best
beating my
Disney
boy
Plus
Loki.
In my opinion, it's the best one by far. Not even
I've been telling everybody.
Okay, if we're gonna start on that conversation, I'm gonna say that Winter Soldier isn't as bad as I thought it was, but I still fucking hate the girl.
Which girl?
What did you rewatch
What do you
it?
mean, what girl?
There's
The redhead girl.
Oh, okay.
The
Yeah,
girl.
she's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
I think
But she's the
fun.
main
Villain.
I think she's
villain
fine.
and one of the main,
I
You
like
think
the
she's
main story.
Funny?
no.
Nothing
What
about
did you
her.
say?
I just said I like her.
I thought you said I think she's
Like, what do you
funny.
like about her?
I think she fits the plot. If they cast
the plot
anyone,
is about her. Of course,
if they cast anyone else for her, they wouldn't done no better, no worse.
some freckle face, fucking little 16-year-old.
That's what she's not actually. She's actually gonna be in the Willow spinoff. I'm actually really excited for that. But so is new Flash too. It's weird.
It's
the people
it's
there
the part, right?
Is it the actual character or
I
the
think
actress?
it's the character. In my mind, it's the character because I think the character is.
Because this motherfucker's over here being like the freckled face, blah blah
He
blah.
hates women.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
It's confirmed. Donnie hates women.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, just put
well, just the fact that she's
The more you know.
is the leader.
Yes, but like if
Why is she the leader out of
that-
everybody?
if that's a dude though, is that
It's not that she's a woman.
No.
It's
I know
that she's like five fucking 10 years old.
Is it? But
He's
is it
now
is it the
sexist.
character or is what the character looks like? Right? What if it was an adult, like a woman that looked like
No,
she
it's
was
the
like
character.
40?
Like Sharon Carter's
Okay.
the broker.
So you have no issue with the girl, though.
I heard they're changing
The
Sharon
actress?
Carter. By
Yes.
the way,
No.
Okay, so the role's stupid. I agree with you.
That's all I'm saying. And she's the
It
main.
just sounds like you're saying you hate the girl,
I hate.
right? It's not just me that thinks it sounds like
he
he's
just
saying.
sounds like he hates everything. True
I hate the character. Her character.
Hashtag
I hate
true
her
hater.
character in the
Okay,
show.
yeah, okay.
And the fact that she is the main villain, the main plot,
And the fact that she's a woman.
that too.
Oh damn! Canceled. Us canceled.
If she's not gonna have a sex scene, why is she in there?
I don't know if you could leave that one in.
I probably shouldn't put all Donnie's Twitters, Instagram, Tinder all underneath it while I said it, and just advertise them for everybody.
I don't have
His
a
personal
I
phone
don't have
number.
a Tinder, asshole.
He's got a Bumble.
No, I don't have Bumble either.
You got rid of your Tinder?
You got Grindr?
Mm-mm.
eHarmony?
So you have a Tinder.
No,
So what do you use for dating?
a different app than those.
Christian's own.
Farmersonly.com.
What is it? Black
No,
people
it's
meet? What was the
woman beaters?
misogynist? Plus.
There you go. Yeah.
Women that want to be treated like shit.com.
You guys hear
That's
about
pretty much Tinder.
Every morning when I go to
Every morning I
school
wake up
therapy
in
or whatever,
pain.
it's always on when we're leaving. It's that War of the Roses or dumb shit, but it's always the date one comes on where like, why didn't they call the second time? There's some fucking, I'm glad I don't date. There's so many shallow ass fucking people like, yeah, I didn't call him back because he did this and it's so minor, and I'm like,
That's part of dating.
that's so garbage. I just, back in my day,
But
people would bitch about real shit.
You
I
just
feel
want
like.
them to be like, "Oh, I'm not interested," and say it.
Yes.
yeah, well, no, yeah, but just
It's very easy to
but
not
how
do that.
how
though.
small of the problem was, they said.
Yeah.
It's something that, why would you risk that on
Some
a
people
date?
are fucking nitpickers. That's just part of their personal.
Maybe
Maybe
call
you
him
just
a netpecker.
nitpicker.
A netpecker. But yeah, it's
You just wouldn't get along with those people, right?
well, no, 'cause they
Like
sound
you're not going to date somebody. You wouldn't want to date somebody if they were
Oh,
like,
this one-
oh, he breathed out of his mouth once.
this
Or so-
one.
I don't know, something stupid. I can't.
This
think of
one
anything.
dude took the girl to. He worked.
He's got no bed frame.
he has his mattress on the
That's
ground.
all I can.
Yeah.
I see those tweets all the time, and I'm like, it's just maybe men like it more simple.
Dude, I used to sleep like that in high school. I liked it like that.
People are poor too.
Yeah,
right? They can't afford.
I seen this funny ass video. I think I saw it on Instagram, but it's a TikTok video, which is what I hate. People put fucking TikTok videos on Instagram. But it was this girl, and she's like, "Oh, I'm on a date," and it's just a TikTok video. It's like a series of 5-10 second videos. And it's like really cute.
I thought that was in the story because he kind of took a pause, and I was like, "All right, thanks."
It was like a really cute like black girl. I don't know if anybody out there has seen this video. And she's like, "Oh, I'm on a date," and it looked like they were at fucking Church's Chicken or something. I don't know where they went. It was not about.
I saw the first Church's Chickens of my life the other day.
It's not because they're only in the ghetto.
It's so good, but
I
it's
didn't
so
say that.
greasy and nasty.
They're only in the ghetto.
They're only in ghetto areas.
But anyway, she's like, I'm on a date, and like she's like looking at the camera. She's like, I don't think this guy fucking bought me any food. And he fucking she's like, can I see the receipt? He's like, nah, it's good, chill. It's like a black guy. He's like, it's all good. And then he goes and gets his food, and he like sits down. He didn't get her anything, and he like opens up the thing, and he does this. He goes and starts grubbing, and she's like, I guess I'm gonna go get my own fucking food. And
that has to be fake to do that in front of her, to be like,
dude, that was the best part. Even if it was fake, it wasn't worth it. He's literally just like
rubbing his hands,
like I'm saying, like he has a do-rag on his
ready to go.
No, the one dude, I'll get back on the subject, but real quick, the one girl was like, he took me to an animal shelter he worked at, and I guess dude was like, came on, was like, hey, most girls kind of thought it was cute. I used to let them like play with the dogs and stuff. That's a cheap ass date, but not enough to be like, this guy's a fucking asshole. And that's what she did. She was like, you're cheap and you're a fucking asshole. Like they
didn't go. That's
dogs
the only place
all
they
over
went.
me.
They didn't go to.
I don't know if they went further,
but like you can't communicate this with another person.
I mean, it's not a terrible idea. It's like an original.
But like, wouldn't you like,
I
get the feeling, be like, oh, talk to this chick and be like, oh, she likes animals too. Why don't I just take her to my work, right?
Or read.
Not just bring hey, let's go out on a date and just bring her to fucking work, right?
That's weird that it was his work specifically.
Yeah, that's probably.
But he has access to it. I don't fucking.
That's probably what it is. It's like after hours, he could take her in there and be like, "Oh, you want to pet this kid?
You want to wake this cat up in the middle of the night?
This one right here is going down tomorrow." Like,
it's not an animal.
I don't think it's the worst thing in the world.
But yeah, it's just like
let me take you to this fucking pound where we
just listening to how the girl was acting and how she was beating him down for being such a bad dude, and the dude sounded like, all right,
why can't you just be like, hey, I didn't like that, and just move the fuck on? Why do you have to destroy?
That's not how people. But that's on the guy too, because the guy wants to know why didn't.
I think especially in this day and age, communication, social media era, communication is like just at an all-time low.
Built the Tower of Babel, man.
Well, that's what the whole point of them calling is, why didn't they get the second date, or why haven't they been ditching their calls and shit like that? And just some are just raw. One was where a girl's like, I didn't call the dude back because I heard them talking in the kitchen being all tight and stuff, and they're talking about a murder they did. And then he's like, oh, you heard that? And then she was like, that was my brother. And I'm like, this shit's too fucking.
That's fake.
Yeah,
bro.
I was like, dude, this is. And people were like, oh my god. All the radio people are like, this is too much.
That makes me think about that.
Is this whole podcast gonna be about dating now?
No. I just want to talk a little about Sony. Then we go back to dating.
But the thing is, dude, coming from someone, I date a lot. That's what I'm doing. And
it's what he's about. It's
when that happens, like I've been on plenty of dates. You go on a good date, and then you fucking nothing. You just get nothing. Just keep moving. You delete that bitch and keep moving. That's it, bro.
Well, I mean,
you can't be a weak ass bitch and be like, "What happened? I liked her." You met her one fucking time.
I want to go to her house.
Don't tell
get
me.
the money back.
Don't tell me
because nobody.
I could do that. I know where she lives. I know where she lives. I could do it,
bro. Nobody's right.
Don't tell me there hasn't been a girl that you've clinged on to.
It's ass.
I haven't clinged on to any girl
that you haven't like.
I clinged on to the one girl. That was it, and I'm unclinged.
He's clung.
Fly, baby, fly.
You clung onto her. You don't cling past tense.
You clung on.
You don't say everything right, by the way.
I never said I did.
People's. Yeah, but you correct other people's.
Yeah.
So shut the fuck up. Say everything right, or shut the fuck up.
Why don't you prove to me and start calling me out more than Donnie?
Because I don't give a fuck.
You clearly don't give a fuck.
That's a fair point too. I don't care enough to correct people most of the time.
Well, you don't even know yourself though.
Yeah, but I don't give a fuck.
Sure.
Not every word for me is a spelling bee or a fucking test. By the way, I have to figure out we're going to do an IQ test somehow. We need to find a legit one.
Oh, you think you can beat me?
Oh, we'll see.
That's not that doesn't sound very confident.
There's a million factors of why whatever IQ test you want to take is going to be inaccurate, because IQ tests are only accurate when you're like 10 or below, right? Because it's an intelligent quotient. It's not an actual like intelligence exam. It's how well you can problem solve an app.
Okay, so what are we going to do?
I don't know.
I could just give you my fucking paperwork if you want.
Oh, what?
I have taken an IQ test. I took one when I was a child.
So why is that one better than the one we're gonna take?
Because that one's an actual intelligent quotient. If you all took one when you were younger, right, when your minds were still developing, it's not an intelligence thing. It's just how well you can learn. And there's like 4 different scores. You can get them across the board, and then it gives you an average and stuff. You could score really high in some sections and really low in some other sections.
Yeah.
So it's irrelevant. What does that even matter? Like, you can't compare
I think we should take an IQ test and like a personality test and like a bunch of other tests just to use an overall better human being.
That makes sense.
We can take a political spectrum test.
I mean,
take the SAT.
Sure.
SATs.
I will beat Ernie at every single test.
I doubt that.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you score in the SAT?
That was like fucking a long time ago. Probably pretty good though.
Yeah, probably when you were much smarter though, right?
I think I was still smart.
But you were probably much smarter when you were.
Yeah, it was before I smoked a bunch of weed. Yeah.
Yeah.
At a early age, so probably killed a bunch of brain cells.
I don't think I even took the SATs.
Everything kills brain cells.
Yeah, but smoking weed at an early age can
stunt growth. Yeah.
Stunt the growth of your frontal lobal quartz.
That's all the shit I'm learning about.
Your cortex. Your medulla oblongata.
The medulla oblongata.
Ours isn't called that though.
What?
It's not called that though.
The medulla
when he's talking about it, he's talking about an alligator.
Yeah, ours is a different name.
Really? We don't have medulla oblongata?
We do, but it's not pronounced like that. It's a different name.
What is the oh my god, the weird gland people always talk about?
Tetrapenial gland?
No, it's like the gland that it calcifies when we're younger in our brain, and it's like what is it called? It's like something used in like spiritual, like crazy people talk about it, right? When you're I can't fucking remember. Oh my god. Is it the pineal gland?
That's what I just said, tetrapenial gland.
Oh. I ignored the pineal part of it, I guess.
You gotta block those things out sometimes.
I don't know what I've heard somebody say that.
But it's like supposed to be the third eye part of your brain or whatever, and you have to like that's like what you're supposed to unlock to open your third eye.
When you're on peyote, ayahuasca, and all that shit.
Even though it doesn't do anything.
I wouldn't know. Peyote?
No, that gland.
What does it do then?
Nothing.
Just sits there?
Yeah, we have a bunch of things in our body that just sit there and don't do anything.
Just give them up then.
Yeah, sometimes your body does.
Give them away.
What?
Give them away to people that need them.
Nobody needs them.
Oh.
That's not how it works. Are you stupid?
Yeah.
I guess we'll decide that in the next challenge when we all take an IQ test.
It's one we're going to try to figure out because we have to make it entertaining to the point where...
But there's got to be
us just not sitting there doing it, you know?
That's why it's a stupid idea. There's not really much
No, it was just being...
Let's do where you got to spin around the baseball bat.
And then do it...
I'll probably vomit, man.
And then he was just saying, like, there you go. There's a challenge. Let's take an IQ test against each other, motherfucker. You want me to do challenges? Eating a hot chip, bitch. Let's do an IQ test. And I was like, we could do an IQ test. Then I just started thinking.
Pretty accurate recalling of that story retelling, but it's a very boring story to be retelling.
I would just say just take an intelligence quiz, not necessarily an IQ.
Regardless,
what's the difference?
Like I said, IQ is about how well you can process information. It's problem solving.
Well, I'll kick Ernie's ass at both.
The thing is,
I will wipe my ass with Ernie's face.
Donnie, to take an actual IQ test, it's like $1,000, and it's like a 3-week process.
Not if I just Google IQ test and we can take the free one.
That's what I was saying.
That's just going to be an intelligence test.
What did Donald Trump take to show that he was saying that he was smart and he did so well?
That's a different kind of test.
That's just a
is that
for dementia?
Yeah, you guys should just take like the NFL test. The NFL has a test it's a basic knowledge test that every player has to take. It's not like a football.
Is it widely available?
I think so. They released I think they released the last year's one. I can't remember. But
when's the season start for football?
A couple months.
Or why don't we just
this week is draft.
So I could plan it for a future couple months, so we could do it timeline.
I don't know, maybe.
Just like we'll try to do basketball around like the championship time.
Yeah.
Let's just play Trivial Pursuit.
I mean,
Pictionary.
Come on.
Fuck the IQ test.
Dude,
Trivial Pursuit is fucked up because there'll be like one very specific like sports question. You're like, oh, I know the fucking answer to that, and everything else you don't know.
Yeah, no. There's like a Goldberg episode about that. Like,
you guys should do a map test.
It's like when Family Guy where they give Peter thinks he's hella smart because they do the kid version.
That was hella funny, dude. Because Brian's trying to answer that one question and he's like, what what metal has the highest melting point, I think is what it is. And he's like, beryllium or whatever he says. Like, no, tungsten, dumbass.
I just like when he's like, Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer, Fantastic Four. Like, he's like really pondering on that. But yeah, so
just take a map test.
What's that?
I'll just get a blank map, and I'll ask you just to point out where the countries.
I don't know where the fucking countries are. How
does that show how smart we are?
I know.
Well, it's just how worldly you are, how much you know about
one subject.
No, it's just about where things are. Like,
hey, I got an idea.
If you don't know where Russia is,
we'll do a decathlon from kindergarten all the way to 12th grade.
Sure, just
me versus you.
I could probably find questions.
You don't know what we're talking about, dude.
No.
Why Donnie's chuckling.
Is that Billy Madison?
Yeah.
Have you never seen it?
I have.
Oh.
That's at the very end of the movie, though. Our categories are my whore, the wife, or my wife, the whore. See, the puppy. That whole part's hella funny. Knee by football rules. That's all you gotta do at the end of it. But what I brought you guys here today was Venom 3 got announced.
Is it with Woody Harrelson?
I don't know, but I think it's funny that every time. It sucks because Woody Harrelson's such a good fucking actor, too.
He's still in some stinkers, right?
Yeah, I mean, everyone, I think, catches a stinker, too.
Woody Harrelson, he's in
Bad
White Man Can't
Bunny is going to star in the
Isn't he he's in another movie.
He's in Now You See Me, Now You Don't, which is weird.
Money Train. With J-Lo.
That movie's good.
That is a good movie.
Because J-Lo's.
But is it Wesley Snipes also?
Yeah.
Damn, they play brothers in that?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I just realized they were in 2 movies together.
Yeah.
With another Hispanic woman.
They must be real life friends.
Probably.
He didn't help him out with his taxes. You gotta help out your friend with taxes. You see Bad Bunny, though, is gonna be in a movie.
In Spider-Man.
Yeah. Well, it's his own movie. The whole thing, that's the whole Sony bullshit I'm saying. They're like, let's just milk out, but they're doing like Madame Web. It's the next movie coming out. Who the fuck wants to see Madame Web? She's a clairvoyant.
Is it going to be Zendaya as Madame Web?
No. It's going to be the chick, what's her name? Dakota Fanning, the fucking 50 Shades of Grey girl.
I don't
she's the main girl.
I've never seen 50 Shades of Grey.
That's all I know that she's really famous for.
I would mind watching it, but...
No, I've seen some clips of it, but she gets naked and stuff, but I'm like, whoop-de fucking dude, you're not Salma Hayek. But... She's Madame Web, and then like Silver Sable's gonna be in it, Black Widow, but that girl that you said has like one of the nicest pair of boobs ever.
Oh yeah,
from Euphoria. She's gonna be Black Widow in that. So in the original idea was called.
She's gonna be Marvel Black Widow.
Yeah. So
Sony Black Widow.
Sony Black Widow.
But how can they use the
Listen
same?
Here, Black
how can
Widow.
They use the same character? Don't they?
No. Did you say no? Black Cat. I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
This guy.
This guy, you the one who fucking said it.
No, I was meaning you, like this guy. Anyways, so like long time ago, Silver and Black was supposed to come out, and it was like Silver Sable is a bounty hunter in it, which I don't really get her deal, but she's trying
Doesn't she run a paramilitary group?
Yeah, that's how they do it in the comics and how they did it in like Spider-Man cartoon. But she's like a bounty hunter trying to get. Because it's like Silver Company or some shit in the cartoon or whatever. I don't know. But she's trying to get Black Cat because Black Cat's using technology from this dude that she has like a beef with. So then the dude that his name is like Robot Man and shit in the comics. It's really stupid.
Robot roll call.
Something like that. Cambot.
Sarah.
So wait.
Tom,
the Madame Web movie.
Okay. Before I get to that, I'm saying the Silver and Black was supposed to come out first.
As a movie.
Yes. And Silver Sable was trying to hunt down Black Cat because she's using like super technology that this dude gave her. But
hyper super technology.
I don't know what the fuck they call it. It's weird. And then
echolocation,
basically. What's up, Morbius?
Yeah. Wow, I can see the world in a whole new way.
Yeah,
it's all blurry and shit.
But basically, Silver Sable or Black Widow goes on her own using this stuff to go become a.
But this movie doesn't exist.
Okay.
Black Cat.
Black Cat. Damn it. You're fine because I did mess up. You hold on. So Black Cat's using it to steal crap or whatever.
Corrected him. Are you happy?
And doesn't that make you feel there?
Correct the fuck out of you when you slip up too.
The boss dude hires Tarantula and Scorpion to hunt Felicia. So through the whole movie they're going after Felicia. So what I think happened is
I like how these are all characters no one fucking cares about.
So what I think what happened is they moved this all into Madame Web because now it's supposed to be like Julia Carpenter, who is Spider-Woman, but she's the black suit, white.
Yeah.
That with the red hair. She becomes Madam Web in the comics eventually. She's like, I'm dying basically, but someone's going to kill me. I'm predicting it. You need to stop me. And that's going to be the storyline. And then Silver Sable's going to be in it. I heard she may not be.
That's like 15 characters.
But Black Cat.
That no one cares about.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying.
Still like so many.
Then Spider-Man's not going to be it, is what I was going to say.
Right.
So didn't they realize how they fucked up like the fucking, oh my God, the Spider-Man 3, I guess?
Yeah.
When they just had like 7
but think about this. Think about like Batman Begins had about like 5-6 villains.
Yeah, but they weren't like.
But they did it right.
But no, Batman Begins had 2 villains. It had Scarecrow and the League of Shadows.
Roz,
unless you cast
Scarecrow, Falcone.
Yeah, but he's not really in the fucking movie.
Neither is Scarecrow, if you're gonna count.
Well, no, he's a big major plot to the fucking movie. Because
so is Falcone.
Not really.
Anyways,
so. You're talking about Batman Begins, or you're talking about the Batman?
Begins. Because you were talking about Roz, too.
Yeah, but Falcone's like not barely... What? He's barely in that fucking movie.
What? Anyways, so then they're doing Kraven the Hunter without Spider-Man. So I don't know if he's going to be some anti-hero, and it's Aaron Taylor Johnson played Kick-Ass.
It's weird that Marvel can use Sony characters in their movies, but Sony can't use Marvel characters.
They can only use Spider-Man characters. So they're just fucking milking those.
I know, but I'm saying
Spider-Man.
I'm saying Venom was in Spider-Man.
Yeah, they made a deal on that. I don't know.
And fucking Andrew Garfield was in Spider-Man, and fucking Tobey.
Well, that's their big goal. Is like we want to get those going, but Marvel's kind of got some kind of hold on that too. So they're going to be working with them on that. It's not going to be all Sony.
Spider-Verse 2 comes out like December, doesn't it?
They moved it.
Yeah.
Dude.
No way.
Yeah.
Doesn't come out this year anymore.
I think it's
they need to just do live action Spider-Verse. I mean, that animated one was really, really fucking good.
So
Spider-Verse Part 1 moved from June to October.
Part 1.
Yeah, it's gonna be
splitting it in
two parts.
Oh,
it's supposedly gonna end with like the Spider-Verse comic where all the Spider-Men show up at the end of the first part.
All right,
I'm hoping they bring Moreland in if that's the case, but whatever.
Do you think? What do you think Sony should make if they're not going to sell this back? What are the properties and the characters you want, right? Because we could talk about like Spider-Man 2099. We could talk about Scarlet Spider. We could talk about like there are other versions of Spider-Man that are interesting. You could do a bunch of multiverse movies, right? You could be like, we're going to do this version of Spider-Man and this version of Spider-Man.
It's kind of smart to do.
Spider-Verse is Marvel, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's Sony.
It's Sony.
See?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so they made a good movie, just not live action.
Yeah. And not in a while.
I know,
but they had a really great animation team, and they brought in some really good writing.
Really fucking good.
Like, no doubt.
You know what I mean?
No diggity.
But yeah, it's not live action though.
That's what I was saying. They should just do that movie live action. It was really good.
To be real, Venom was probably one of their smartest moves because the popularity.
Sure.
And the fact that I had access to him, but they butchered the fuck out of one of my favorite characters.
They should have picked it. Here's what they should have done. They should have made they shouldn't have made Eddie because, well, I guess they were going to make Eddie, but I mean, Marvel still could use Eddie, right? But if they should
have started
Sony
with
should just make a Flash time. Yeah.
They should start, okay.
Agent Venom, man.
We'd have had Flash lose his legs, talk about Peter Parker, him redeeming himself,
go off the war.
They go into the program. Eventually, he becomes. But Eddie should have been in it, and we learned the history that he was his original host when it came to the planet.
Yeah.
Then Eddie should become Anti-Venom, and that would have been the climax.
By the way, best. That's the best symbiote. It's my favorite looking
Anti-Venom.
symbiote. Yeah.
Anti-Venom's vicious.
The black on.
But what's great is Eddie loses his mind, and he's crazy Christian, like crazy, like not normal. Like, don't get me in that boat again.
Ernie hates Christians.
George Bush
hates black people. Kamala Harris.
But the thing
hates
is,
black people.
Some of the venom goes to Eddie, but it's for curing. So he can heal people now and shit, but he wants to remove the venom from whoever has venom. But then on top of it, he wants to take Spider-Man's powers away. But that's what happens is Anti-Venom's the one that saves the whole Spider Island, the whole Spider Island story.
Sorry, I had a hairball for a second.
We know what you do in your spare time. Yeah.
Lick myself profusely.
Oh, I thought you give yourself blowjobs.
No.
Damn it.
What?
Like Marilyn Manson style.
Yeah, but there's like how much? What? How much hair do you think you get in your mouth from sucking your own dick? That's.
You seen that Johnny Depp talking about Marilyn Manson?
Yeah.
He gave Marilyn
I gave him
Manson
a pill to calm down.
But
the way he talks is He takes way too long to say every single sentence.
Well, he's being very careful because he doesn't want to get caught up in any lawyer.
He is.
But what's the funniest thing? I hate we're getting sidetracked again. But when they ask, when did you meet Amber Heard? And he's like, I was with Hunter.
Dude, that was like the longest fucking story of all time.
I was with Hunter Thompson.
Because just said I met her on the set of a movie.
Yep. I was with Hunter.
And he doesn't even do the Hunter S. Thompson impression because he played him in Fear and Loathing. And
then I found
the script.
And he's like,
the novel. Great God, man, there it is.
The Rum Diaries. And
except it's even twice as drawn out as that.
And he's like, and he saw it and was like, good God, you found it. And then he's like, so we sat there and talked, and he's like, this is something I wanted to produce.
You just have to say between every single one of those words.
So then we looked for a producer and a director, and it goes on for 35 minutes. Then he's like,
remember,
and Amber Heard came in to try out for the part.
A, I don't remember that she was in that movie, and B, I don't even remember that movie.
She probably didn't get the part. Dude, I've never seen the movie.
I think she's in it.
I don't know. He could have just met her in the audition process, but
no, she's in it.
It took so long. I didn't finish it.
He was talking about her in the movie.
I just remember looking at the comments like, "Damn, homie, you could have just said you just met her outside of the."
But I like Hunter S. Thompson, and that was like the only novel he ever wrote. But I don't think that movie was any good. But I would.
Well, because Johnny Depp had to take it over after he died.
Be interested to watch it again.
But yeah, you're saying the Venom would have been a good way to make it better, but the Venom movie sucked. So then they're like, let's do Kraven the Hunter, Morbius. I think they're trying to build it into a Sinister Six movie is what they're trying to get to.
I get what they're going
for. What does Sinister Six go after? What do you do?
Some kind of Suicide Squad? But what do you want? That's what I'm saying.
It to be back to Marvel, of course.
If it's not gonna go back to Marvel, because they know they can still milk this shit for money, because Venom made money, Morbius made money, they all made money. Okay, so they're not going to stop anytime soon.
I think Morbius might have did okay. They didn't do great, but I think it did okay.
Regardless, the Venom movies made money, right? So they're going to keep milking this shit for as long as they can. If they're not going to stop, what do you want?
I think you'd have to look outside and look at what crazy Spider-Man...
So give me some ideas.
Well, I'd have to be prepared for this.
Do you have a villain you'd rather have a movie for? You want to...
I mean, it's hard because there's so many characters in that universe, and you have to think, do they fall under Marvel or not?
You want a big wheel movie?
Yeah. I want Rocket Racer.
Rocket Racer, still
the black dude that got the skateboard that just flies around. That's dope. No, I don't... Well, that's the weird thing. So, Bad Bunny, which I don't fucking care for, Donnie, I think knows who the fuck he is. Only thing I know him from is from...
I date Mexican bitches.
That's my part, and that's all I got to say in this podcast. No, but all I know from is wrestling, and he's obsessed with being in wrestling lately.
Yeah, I know.
But the funny thing is, he's just got cast to play a wrestler from literally, it's called Spider-Man. I collected this back in the day because Spider-Man used to come out with 5 different fucking comics, but he probably still does, but I don't pay attention. But it was the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I don't know when the fuck it took place, but he has to fight against this dude that he gets powers from a lucha mask. It's actually pretty cool, but there's a kid movie based off it afterwards, kind of. Not based off Spider-Man, but they have a thing where this kid finds a mask and he's wrestling in an adult league, and it's really dumb, but my son loved it. It's fine. But yeah, so basically it gets passed down as a mantle, the mask, and the guy that gave it power or whatever.
By the way, when this part of the podcast, you could just cut Donnie out because it's just me and you staring at each other, talking to each other.
We're on a date. But anyway, so it's weird because it's like, okay, they passed down the mask.
I didn't talk for the first 30 minutes.
But you weren't on your... You weren't on your phone, so
I'm on my phone.
But the thing is, me and Ernie...
I'm upset.
Me and Ernie have tilted our bodies just to ignore you, and I just realized that, and I was like, that's kind of funny.
You know what you do? Say, how many shoulders we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom! I saw some dude do that on a TikTok.
What happened?
Someone was recording them on a date.
Cringe.
And he was like... to the girl, he was acting like he was counting or some shit,
and then just left his hand there.
Yeah, check that out, guys. But yeah, but so the mask gives them powers, and then ever so many years you have to fight against this guy. It's so like wrestling that either gave it the power. It's very Lucha Underground or something. It
sounds like.
And when the kid was supposed to do it, he didn't and cowered, and his dad stepped up. That was the mantle that passed it to him. He dies, so then the dude's like, I'll give you 10 years to get strong and figure it out. So then while the dude's, it's Bad Bunny, it's going to be the story, which I can't see this as not a kid movie. You gotta stop
staring directly at me.
I might make you fall in love with me.
You're staring into my soul right now.
Where do you want him to stare?
I don't know, at the camera? At the audience?
We'll be holding hands.
But when you talk to someone, you look at them.
No, that's why I wear a hat.
So you can pull it down.
Because he's insecure. He doesn't know how to.
How does that stop you from looking people in the eye?
Because you can just be like that. No, I can't.
You're looking at me. I can see your fucking eyeballs.
I can't see yours, though. That's the key.
Do you know what I see? Weakness.
Bullshit. If I can see yours, you can see mine.
No.
I see weakness.
I see fire and I see rain. Seen sunny days that I thought would never end.
But anyways, that's how bad it's getting. Is Bad Bunny's going to play this dude.
That sounds awful.
He's going to play the wrestler, El Muerto.
I was going to say, Mickey.
That's a good movie. Donnie had me watch that movie. That was a good movie.
Wrestler?
The Wrestler.
Do you know he actually worked in that deli? Like those were all real customers that he was fucking with.
I believe it.
I hope it's not the part where he's like flop, where he's making it like lighter for her, whatever the fuck that is.
He just eats it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's so fucking dirty looking.
That was fake.
Yeah. You're fake. Fake news.
But
fake news.
Anyways, I just
good
karma.
God struck me down.
But my whole point is like this is how low we are getting in the Sony totem pole. Is we're going to Bad Bunny to play a Mexican wrestler that was in 4 issues, I believe, 3 issues. And what happens is Spider-Man has his stingers at the time and he poisons them. This is after the other storyline where he evolved. And the Mexican dude, the Mexican Lucha Libre, he has to go to the hospital. While he's in the hospital, the dude comes from 10 years. He's like, I'm here for your soul now, bitch. You're in trouble. Spider-Man fights him. They both beat him. Then the guy takes off like, you'll never see me again. And we never seen him again. Or El Muerto. So why did Fox say...
What's his name?
El Muerto.
El Muerto.
Muerto?
M-O...
It's not Muerte?
No.
Okay. Or Muerto?
El Muerto.
How's it spelled?
Yeah, because we don't trust Ernie's pronunciation on any word.
Mm-hmm.
You know Russell Crowe's in Craven?
No matter what language.
You know he's the greatest actor in the world?
And he's Zeus, though, too, right?
Yeah.
So that's going to be a little weird.
Is it going to be weird?
Is it? Are people going to watch? Craven the Hunter's such a good character. If people ever read The Last Hunt, it's so fucking good. But, okay, there it is right there. Where it says El Muerto.
Muerto. M-U-E-R-T-R-O. Muerto.
No. What does that mean? Muerte is death. What's muerto?
The dead?
Like,
probably
dead guy?
Death.
But see, it's funny that
dead guy would make sense.
El Muerto.
Muerto. No, you're
the Aztec.
You don't need to roll your fucking R's.
The Aztec Zombie is an independent comic created by Javier Hernandez.
Who?
For DC.
Who?
That's already a character.
For DC?
Yeah.
So why was it in Marvel?
That was a character. I don't know when they created it, but I don't know. It's just all bad. As my whole point is just,
wow, Sony's all bad? Who would have thought?
Shocker. And Batman got announced too, the sequel.
Batman 2?
The bet. Yeah.
The Batman.
That's why I said sequel. The betting is on Mr. Freeze, and I thought about this before, but
Batman in the Court of the Owls, just
that's
spoiling the fucking
That's
beginning.
what I want. Because the Court of the Owls would come out and be like,
no, I don't want that. I want Mr. Freeze.
No, because the Court of the Owls would come out and be like, they're fucking up our Gotham. We need to put it back together.
Yeah, but Mr. Freeze.
But what's Mr. Freeze going to do? He's going to walk around with the ice gun? Just murk him with the ice gun.
The dinosaurs. The Ice Age.
He doesn't even say it like that. He's like, the Ice Age. Do it right.
You didn't even do it right.
Everybody chill.
No.
Cool party. I could watch that shit for days.
He's in his little fucking robe.
Smoking a cigar. Like
a stogie.
It's just Arnold being the Arnold at that point.
Yeah, those are stogies.
He looks good as a bald Mr. Freeze, though. I kind of liked it. I remember defending it as a kid going, well, if you're wearing all that equipment, you got to be strong, so... Yeah.
He clearly doesn't understand how exosuits work, but that's okay. You were a dumb child.
They're saying that Mr. Freeze somehow, and I thought of that before with the water being an aspect, but what's he going to do with this technology? Like, we're going to freeze the whole island, and so they could get around, but what, everybody's slipping? That's not going to work.
Or it could just be wintertime.
Yeah, but what would be the point of bringing him in story-wise, though?
I don't know. Why do we I mean, obviously there's going to be ramifications of this, but why did the next villain have to inherently be tied exactly to this, right? Well, I just want to see somebody... I want to see...
It's too hard to do No Man's Land without all the...
We haven't had a weird villain since the Clooney ones.
How do you do Clayface?
They're all pretty... Well, I mean, you could just do an assassin who has a face he can manipulate or who's really good at disguise or something. But, like I said, I don't... This universe already doesn't feel like it's going in a weird way,
Nolan's.
but I would like to see more of that kind of stuff.
Well, I would love to see like Clayface and like
Mr. Freeze and Killer Croc.
Well, Killer Croc, we kind of got knows a skin disease.
No.
You want a big, huge.
I want Killer
Crocodile
Croc.
Man.
Yeah. Or Solomon Grundy.
I just don't know.
I watched the Long Halloween animated, and he's in that. And I always like to see Solomon Grundy.
It's gonna be weird to have Penguin as
Born on a Monday.
Penguin as a big like villain, because he never feels very threatening to me in any capacity.
He never is. He's like even though he's like one of the big name ones, he's like a B tier. No, he's like a C tier villain.
I wouldn't go that far.
In terms of threat.
Yeah, threat wise. But comic wise, I'd say it's a little.
That's what I'm saying. He's one of the big name ones, but it's in terms of threat. He's in every comic book because he's like the mobster villain, right?
But what sucks is I feel like since it's so realistic, they're just gonna go back towards all the Nolan characters. Like
they don't have to though.
Bane's already been talked about. Scarecrow's been talked about because they're so easy to make realistically.
Sure.
So I'm trying to think who else can you do that's realistic. They need to make someone that's like Batman's equal kind of and give him a run for his money. I guess they could do it different. Deathstroke would be decent.
Anarchy. Why not?
Anarchy was like a good guy though.
No, he's a morally great character because Anarchy is a non-moral or immoral philosophy. It's all about just
I get that, motherfucker. But I'm saying that just because he used that name, I'm saying.
Yeah, but he's juxtaposed to Batman, right?
He was fighting crime like how Batman fought crime in that.
Yes, but he's still juxtaposed to Batman, right? Because Batman's all about order.
Not in this one. Not in the first one.
How is he not about order in the first?
Because that's why in the end of it, he realizes he shouldn't be like vengeance and shit.
Yeah, but vengeance and order are different things. Not this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Batman's a lawful character. He cares about the law and he has a code and all this shit.
He talks about he don't trust any of those police.
I'm not talking about the police. It's not about what it's.
Because remember, Gordon was mad that Gordon was mad that he didn't Gordon was mad that his homie like turned. He was like, he would never do this turn for money. He's like, disgrace the badge.
That's not what I mean by lawful, but that's okay.
Whatever. You're talking D&D bullshit.
No, the concept of what I'm talking about is a little bit above your pay grade. So.
Oh my god. Declan's so smart it hurts my balls.
Well, do you know what I'm saying?
You're going through lawful, good, bad.
No, not just as a D&D term, dude. I'm talking about in terms of a character. When you're talking about being juxtaposed to the concept and the character of anarchy, Batman wants the city to be orderly, right?
You think Anarchy just wants it to have anarchy?
That's his name. Sure, he's saving people, but he doesn't.
Why would you save people if you want anarchy?
But why is his name Anarchy? Why does he want anarchy then? Then none of it makes any sense. The points don't matter.
Pretty much.
So then why did we ever have this conversation?
Because you wanted to see Anarchy to go against Batman.
Yeah, but like apparently Anarchy's this nonsense character that has a stupid name that doesn't mean anything.
I just think you'd rather see someone that was more...
What?
Deathstroke or something. Something more...
But what does Deathstroke have to do with any of this either? It's the same thing with Mr. Freeze.
Someone hire Deathstroke.
For what?
Kill the Batman.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, exactly. It's not stupid because that's actually happened already.
Yeah, but that's the Joker, right? And he doesn't do it just to kill. Joker doesn't really show the indication of wanting to kill the Batman, right? He says it, right? But is there a real indication in those movies that like he definitely is trying to kill Batman? No, he just wants to fuck with everybody. He wants to make everybody make weird, crazy moral decisions.
Doesn't mean that's not what people were willing to pay Joker to do, though.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's how he gets people on his side, right? But it's not necessarily. I don't know. Wanting to come out and kill the Batman's like a story you have to do like year 5, 6, 7, 8 when he's an established person that there are.
Well, he's already
is.
somewhat of a problem in this story.
Yeah, but he's still probably
it's not a signal. It's a warning.
Yes, but he has to be a little bit more known. I imagine something like Deathstroke would happen when you have a Batman who is his first Robin, right?
Well, everybody wants him to have a Robin. They said because it would
make. I don't think he needs it. I'm just saying.
They said
like, that's
right now. They said it would help him ground himself to be the Batman we all learn to like. But to be real with you, like he's way too young to take care of a child when he could barely. He's a hella brat to Alfred. Circus? Yeah. Again, that was kind of a. I don't know. I don't know.
They can do a lot. I guess they'll just have the Flash be the bad guy.
Flash.
Uh-huh.
I feel. You know what? much as I hate Warner Brothers, to be real with you, I like DC and I like DC characters, but it's hard to root for them and want them to do well when all they keep doing is just not the right thing. Someone posted today on Twitter, Snyder, too.
So you agree that Black Adam's going to be bad?
I don't know. I don't think it might. I don't know. It's hard to.
It's going to be bad.
It's hard to predict without seeing it. I like The Rock. And The Rock was...
What are you smiling about? Do you think Black Adam's going to be bad?
I don't like The Rock as Black Adam. I have no problem.
He looks too big as Black Adam.
It's just The Rock.
Like, yeah, it's
well, that's the problem is The Rock isn't...
He's not that kind of heel.
He's not a... Well, he's not heel. He's not...
That's what I mean, though. Yeah, he was a heel at one point, right?
But he's not that kind of an actor. The Rock definitely falls under the Arnold Schwarzenegger genre now, where he's just the big action hero guy, but you don't have to act. He's not Walking Phoenix. That's a actor.
So you want to see Black Adam jump down some stairs dancing?
Yeah, I'll take that. That sounds like a good meme, but I would like it to do good because Shazam, I thoroughly enjoyed. This next one, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. From reading what the story's about and stuff, it seems so
I don't know.
forced.
I felt like if you read this story, you'd say the same thing
Of Black Adam?
Of the first Shazam. If you had read the story before the movie came out.
No,
it's not a very complex story and it's kind of lame.
But this one, they're just making up characters in it.
What do you mean?
Like, I believe Lucy Liu's character isn't a real character. She's... Okay. I'm just saying
they make up characters all the time.
I just rather if you're gonna you have a DC property, use the characters and stuff.
So then I don't. What about James Gunn?
Huh?
What about James Gunn? He created a bunch of new shit that's never been in any DC comic before.
Like what?
The butterflies.
Oh yeah. Sorry, that bored me. No, that was a good. That was good. It was interesting. It was fucking weird, but yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not like there isn't precedent for it, right?
But using characters, I think you should be able to use characters. If you have access to them, you don't have to overdo it, but name drop them like they did. They name dropped the fucking Peacemaker. Like they throw Batman out there.
Kite Man.
What?
Kite Man. Remember he says, and that's when I killed Kite Man?
Oh, yeah. But I'm saying, like, I thought you were saying something else about, like, Donnie was talking about Kite Man's car. It's going to be the cartoon, right? Same by Harley Quinn people?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, after you read that story, it feels so weird to laugh at Kite Man anymore.
I don't laugh at Kite Man. I don't even laugh at Kite Man and Harley Quinn.
I do. He's hilarious. Hell yeah.
But he's a broken man at the end of it. But then he takes his heart, he puts it back together, and he says, fuck it, I don't need this bitch, and he leaves. She fucked with his emotions. He's out of there. By the end of it, he's a king, bro.
And Poison Ivy's Lake Bell. She'd be good live action. Poison Ivy.
JB Smooth. That's someone. Plant.
That's who I'd really like to see is Poison Ivy too. She'd be good, I think.
But how is...
I know.
How can you apply one form of logic to not wanting Mr. Freeze and another one to another character?
I know. That's why I'm saying it's hard. Because Bane's going to work easy. He literally... Watching it again the other day where he
got you a chair.
Where he gets to inject himself at the end and how he gets all roided out. And I'm like, that's fucking Venom. Like
Venom.
That's the Batman Venom.
You don't want Jarvis Tetch?
If you watch the anime series,
I'm telling you, they could do Clock King so good too.
By the way, last podcast, you hear us in the chair so much, and I'm worried about that as I keep moving. That sounds like something else.
Stop fucking moving.
I get very into my talking, okay?
By just wiggling?
I wiggle it just a little bit. What are you singing?
No, that was the
Cantina?
Cantina song.
That's the next part goes.
All I can think is, what's Duel of Fates again? It's it's crazy.
That cut, that scene cutting is stupid when it goes to Little Anakin.
Still, that whole
but when it cuts to Darth Maul and the doors open slowly, and then this all hood down.
Yeah, but that movie sucks.
Yes,
but it's all worth it. It's all worth it for that part.
It's fucking John Williams. Of course, it's good.
Didn't he do the last three? Two and the last three are just kind of
the score.
Yeah,
the movies are so fucking garbage. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention to the music. Because
that's what I'm saying though. Is those the original trilogy are bad movies, but you still remember the score, right?
Because they're some of the most classic movies of all time.
Sorry, not the prequels.
I mean, I remember the Duel of the Fates.
You don't remember? No, I don't remember any of them. I can't name them off the top of my head. Not
when you see the movie, you remember them.
Yeah.
Well, each character has their own song.
I don't know. Maybe
Leia
if I sat down and listened to the new movie scores, just...
What's the Imperial March?
Rey has her own song.
I'm not going to hum music.
Why? You're too cool for that?
Oh, it's not on your dating app? You don't write. I don't. And by the way, P.S. I don't hum music.
No, I have a stupid fucking friend named Ernie. We can go out on a fucking double date, and I won't tell his wife.
What?
What does that mean?
I don't know any of that, man.
You want me to just show up without my wife?
Mm-hmm.
And just you
and it's a double
Ernie.
date, dude. I would love that.
You know what's funny is like I see not like all the time, but I think
he fucked up and he ruined his joke. But I would do it.
It wasn't even a good joke, but I know,
but I would do that. So mark him down for it.
I want to hear what Donnie has to say.
Surprisingly,
he won't stop, so I'm just not gonna say it anymore.
No.
What a cool guy.
I'm just not gonna say it anymore. Jesus.
He talks about people being babies, and then you get so quick to be like.
But I'm not crying. I just said a sentence.
No, because put a pacifier, put a binky in your mouth.
No, I wanted to.
When you guys cry, it's like you have the tone.
That's when I'm in the bathroom alone with my dick.
Like this is you guys crying. This is you guys crying. Fuck you. You guys literally say that.
It's all together and just changes the voice around so it sounds like I cry. Just cut around him. Just fuck it up. He gave you all that free fucking fuel. So.
He did. I felt it in his loins.
I can be embarrassed in front of 12 people. It's fine.
Yeah. Or 14 viewers, excuse me.
Watch this one just get like 250K and it's just like,
Like, that's highly
I don't think you would care
viral.
though if you embarrass yourself in front of 250,000 people either though. Mm-hmm. You're not going to see most of those people.
That doesn't sound that embarrassing.
Well, you're not going to see most of those people in your lifetime still, right?
You might. 250,000 is a lot.
Well, it's the concept of being embarrassed.
Less people in
a lot of
Sacramento,
motherfuckers.
right?
The concept of being embarrassed to me is kind of foreign. Like, I don't know if you guys feel the same now.
Well, you should be embarrassed.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like, we had to do that as an icebreaker the other day. They're like, what is the most embarrassing moment? And I'm like, I know dumb shit that's happened.
I whip my dick out in the middle of third grade,
I know dumb shit that's happened to me, but was I embarrassed? Like, nah,
like, nah, bro.
It's just what it is. It's like, it sucks, but I'm not like, oh my God, I hope no one sees my face. Schmear.
You should hope no one sees your face.
God, you guys get loaded with the best fucking snaps. I had a book called Snaps. It was from HBO, and it was like all these mama jokes.
Was it the black guys on the cover?
Yeah, well, I had a bunch of them. But yeah.
Well, there was like snaps, double snaps.
Yeah, I had a bunch of them.
I had those when I was like 8 years old, dude. Definitely were too dirty for me to be reading.
Yeah, there was some funny shit in there.
They were funny as fuck because I was 8 years old and it was talking about like your mama's black is a fucking whatever. Like your mama bleeds oil or some shit. Like,
Jesus.
Yeah, it's hardcore.
They were rough because it was. Yeah. I think it was presented by HBO or something.
I don't remember that, but this is also.
I can't remember. But
fucking 30 years ago, I don't really remember.
But that's where.
But I remember the book.
You guys need to study those for your insults because your jokes are stale.
You need your jokes are stale.
About as much as you're pale.
What? As much as I am pale.
Yeah.
See, you could never rap because you can't form full words
I can't
and make
rap. I rhyme like
you just slurmed all together. You're a mumble rapper, is what you are. Basically, even when you talk.
Yeah, I'm mumble when I talk.
You know,
I mumble when I talk.
You
You just sound like you got a fucking cock in your mouth. That's what it sounds like to you.
But he's saying that's what you sound like.
So burn.
You guys don't know what I sound like with a cock in my mouth.
I can use phonics, bro. I can enunciate.
I could use ebonics and not get laughed at.
Probably not. Because I don't even think you could use ebonics properly.
Number one rule of ebonics is there's no rules.
That's incorrect. That's not how that works.
You might have been hooked on phonics.
See, I feel like a lot of people would get really offended by that because ebonics is a respected part of people's culture, and for you to just invalidate it all by saying it has no rules.
Where the fuck is the doctrines that show that ebonics is like philosophy?
So, excuse me, the what?
The doctrine.
The doctrine? Where's the doctrine that English is
It's a big word for you.
Well,
it's not that big.
English, there's actually school we go to for English.
Yeah, that's not a doctrine.
You could major in English.
You can major in ebonics.
You can major in ebonics.
Yes. I almost guarantee there's somebody out there
they teach classes on hip hop and shit. So
dude,
but you can major as it?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I wouldn't doubt it.
You could probably major in linguistics and be an ebonics professional.
I tell you what, I better get a better grade in that motherfucker than you.
I doubt it.
Because he used motherfucker, too. He's already on his way there.
That right there just insulted the people that use Ebonics.
How?
Because they don't have to use words like that.
The fact it took you three seconds to even figure out how to explain it to me means you don't know.
No, because I still couldn't wrap around my head how bad of a person you were. I had to think about it.
How?
Let me think about it
You're just
again.
now learning that?
That he's a bad person.
Mm-hmm. All your friends are. You don't have any good people as friends.
Whoa. I'm not a bad person.
That's what my therapist keeps telling me. Ebonics, let's see. Can we get a master's in Ebonics?
Sure, you can look that up. Are there any experts in Ebonics? Is Ebonics as a field of study in school? Like,
just put Ebonics college course.
There'll probably be a college course.
Wait. Spell Ebonics.
Ebonics. Ebonics.
Okay, now spell doctrine.
Doctrine. Doctrine.
Full awful.
FAULI.
Spell restaurant.
You fucked me over there.
Spell neighbor.
That's fucking
NEIGHBOR. You're talking about Patrice. Put a gun to my head. Yeah,
no, his mom's head.
Mom's head.
Spell physicist.
Physicist. PHYSCIST. I think so. A lot of people have to write it down. That
I didn't hear what he said.
I didn't really listen.
Spell license.
LICSEN.
No.
Yes.
No one ever gets such a simple word.
It's the C or the S, right?
It's just the S.
Is it just the S?
Yeah.
No, it's not. Is it? Yeah, you're right. I did it.
License.
I started just typing with my fingers and it.
I thought it was LISC, but it's not. And it can't be C and then C because that's just wrong.
Falafel was FALAFEL.
Spell philanthropy.
Philanthropy, I could barely say.
Excuse me.
Did you hear that?
Philanthropy.
Anthropy.
Spell synonym.
Synonym, I think synonym I could do. SNN.
Cinnamon.
Wait, cinnamon?
Cinnamon or synonym?
I said synonym. You said cinnamon.
I said synonym.
You said.
Always thinking about
food. You just did
food.
it again. You're saying cinnamon.
No, I'm saying synonym.
No, you're saying synonym.
I'm saying venom.
It's synonym.
Synonym. Cinnamon.
Synonym.
Yeah. So
Synonym.
you finally said it right. No, you said cinnamon again.
Synonym. SYN.
Sure. I'm trying to figure out if you can say it though. Say it.
Why? What does it make you feel better? Does it make you feel better?
I'm trying to gaslight him into getting the words mixed up.
But you can't gas me, bro.
Yeah, because there's no light up there.
Good. It's fine.
Well, what happened with the college course?
Oh, yeah, no, there's college. I said there'd be college courses. I was trying to see if
there's a college course, then
somebody has to teach that college course.
If there's like,
but he wants to know if you can major in it.
If you could graduate with like a bachelor's in Ebonics, basically. It does say
it's probably the Ebonics Master's Program.
The course is designated to introduce students to African American vernacular English.
Vernacular
manslaughter.
Awesome.
Is that when a rapper kills somebody with their words?
That's right.
It's my vernacular manslaughter.
Ebonics.
I lyrically put you in a car and turn that motherfucker to 100 and drive you into a wall, homie.
Who raps about putting somebody in the back and then backing up into a gate?
Somebody. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? It's like a Big Pun or something.
No. Fuck. That's going to bug me, though. Big L has a song called Ebonics. He breaks down a whole bunch of shit.
Mm-hmm.
The whole song. Just like, this means this means this. But it rhymes.
Wow.
It's got a good beat, too.
Damn, I'll check it out then.
Who does?
Big L.
Rest in peace.
They call me Big L. Not that same
He
guy.
can spell demons.
Head sprung. That's an LL Cool J song.
No.
LL Cool J is hard as hell. Do you guys like any old LL Cool J?
No.
Damn. LL.
I mean,
people rock and respect old LL.
Yeah, old LL is okay.
LLB? As a white guy,
I don't go.
I know.
I don't go anywhere without my radio. LL Cool J was fucking hella dope, dude. So just putting it out there. But I think we fucking blabbered enough, and all we're gonna do is keep ranting against each other because we gotta throw.
So were we right about the Ebonics thing?
There's courses. I don't see no.
So yeah, we were right.
No, I knew there'd be there's courses and everything. I'm talking about
we were right.
If I could graduate with me.
I just always assume Ernie's wrong.
Well, that's the best way to live life, because how much I'm right
towards Ernie.
How much I'm right? Yes,
you're not right though. You're very rarely right when it comes to strict
Ernie.
That's the worst combo. Is he thinks he's always right and he never is.
When it comes to factual statements, Ernie, you are so incorrect consistently because you just make a statement and you're like, it's truth.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's
how his brain works.
Yeah, I know.
And that's great. You're confident, bud.
That's why I always say I can't let you get away with just saying certain things with such certainty that it's real, right? Mm-hmm. You're Alex Jones in it, man.
Nope.
You bit into your shit too much.
Nope. That's the truth. Couldn't save yourself with
a cake and a phone. Give me one thing you're categorically right on.
Everything.
That's in fact not what I asked.
I just asked you to spell license.
In my mind, it was right. I can still read it when I wrote it.
Yeah, but your mind is irrelevant.
That's a symbol of true fucking of an idiot. Of a
yeah, when you say
idiot.
In my mind,
I'm starting my mind's just fucking neurons and neurons.
You should have started A Beautiful Mind instead of whoever that was.
Russell Crowe.
Instead of
mine would have been A Gorgeous Mind.
Or was that Russell? No, it was Russell.
It's Russell Crowe. Correct. Correct.
He played John Forbes Nash. Do you know what John Forbes Nash was famous for inventing?
Nashville.
Game theory. You don't know what game theory is.
Yeah, it's a YouTube channel.
Yes, it's just that's what it is. It wasn't game the channel Game Theory.
That's just not a theory.
That's just a theory. A game theory. That's just not a... I don't even watch it anymore, bro. Come on.
It's fine. Donnie's huffing and puffing. Thank you guys for watching for this incredible mess. We had to roll.
Thank you guys for watching for this incredible mess.
Holy fuck. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry I'm surrounded by such morons.
We just flock to our leader.
Long as you know who's running this shit. Thank you.
No, I'm sort of a satellite state. I'm only here so I can watch the whole thing burn down.
Cool. Like, subscribe, share,
comment.
We
saw that. I read a comment the other day.
Did you read the nice one?
Yeah. Well, no, the guy that was like, I can't wait to see that movie.
Was it Rudy?
I don't know who it was.
No. What movie? Oh, what movie were we talking about?
That movie.
Yep.
Thor.
Right. Thor, yes. I can't wait for Thor either, friend.
Are you more excited for Thor or Doctor Strange?
Doctor Strange is going to open up everything.
It is, because there's going to be like mutants and shit in it.
Yeah, it's going to open up everything.
Fucking muties.
But Thor does look... Thors have been...
Okay, just like Sweet Child of Mine.
No, I hate Guns N' Roses, but I like some of their songs.
You like November Rain?
Of course.
Yeah.
But Welcome to the Jungle is always classic too. But
you hate Guns N' Roses, but you like some of their songs.
Yeah, that could happen.
I hate Journey, but I like Separate Ways.
Axl Rose is a piece of shit.
Well, then you hate Axl Rose. Do you hate all the other guys in the band? Do you hate the drummer? Do you know what the drummer's name is?
No, I don't give a fuck.
Then you don't hate the whole band.
I like Slash.
Slash is cool, but
you just hate Axl Rose.
I really hate Axl Rose, but that's the voice.
Who's the focal point of the band? Yeah. Can we just settle on you hate Axl Rose?
No, I don't really care for Guns N' Roses. I think they're overhyped. I think people that think they're like
okay, that sounds better though. You don't really care for them, but you like some of their songs.
There's a few good songs. There's a lot of people I don't like. Kanye West I don't give a fuck about, but there's a few good songs of his I like. His earlier shit's really good, but
yeah, but you don't hate him.
That is the most uncontroversial hip hop take of all time. I realize saying I don't like Kanye's new stuff, but I like his old stuff. Everybody has an opinion, man. Unless you're a hardcore Kanye fan or a hardcore Kanye hater, that's like the...
But not everybody says that.
Most people have... Would you agree with that premise? That you don't like Kanye's new stuff?
Yes,
and you
but
like
I'm an old school like hip-hop head. But I've heard dudes, like middle-aged white dudes, been like, dude, I love Life of Pablo. Like, dude, Life of Pablo's fucking garbage.
Dude, I trash my buddy because that's his favorite.
That's what I'm saying.
But he's a Kanye head, though. He likes everything Kanye puts out.
Okay, he's a dick rider.
Uh-huh.
Riding Kanye's dick.
Mm-hmm. And it's Ryder, Donnie, not a Ryder. Sorry, you don't have the right to
He would not let you
him.
do that to him. He does like his salad tossed.
Just like
not his
finger up his butthole.
With some syrup.
Jelly or syrup, he prefers syrup.
I prefer syrup. You don't know what that's from, do you?
No, I don't know everything.
I should insult you for not knowing it, but I'm not that person.
Why should you insult me for not knowing it? Because I didn't waste my time watching a ridiculous amount of movies to the point where I memorized
You insult all of us for not knowing shit.
Yeah, but it's a movie versus a factual
it's
thing.
It's not a movie, actually.
What is it?
Boom.
What is it?
It is factual because it was in a movie. It happened in real life.
It's not a movie. It's stand-up.
Oh, that's right. My bad.
I guess you.
I know who it is.
I guess you could count it as a movie because they kind of like.
No, it's stand-up.
They sold it.
It's bigger and blacker.
Yeah, it's bigger and blacker.
See, we even referenced the stand-up. You still don't know who it is.
No, of course I don't. I don't have all the time in the world to watch stand-ups.
He got slapped recently.
I was going to do Jeopardy. Who was slapped at the most recent Oscars?
That's not Jeopardy. Jeopardy.
I know.
Jeopardy is this actor was slapped.
Yeah, I was like, that sounds really wrong. I don't watch Jeopardy,
was.
but I know that's not how the questions sound.
Correct.
The answer has to be in the form of a question.
Yes.
Who is Chris Rock?
What is? But yeah.
What is the Salem witch trials? Who is Slava Medvedenko? Anyway,
that is it. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, share. Sorry for all the craziness and drama.
Just making the bell.
But
right here.
Hit
right
that bell
here.
icon. Ding.
Right, is it like? You hit the like? Is it right here?
Do you know how to embed links like that?
Yeah.
You should just move it back and forth.
I know, but I'm just trying to point to where it is like underneath of us right now, right?
No, subscribe's more on my side.
And that's it. I'm done.
No, but
I'm
like
done.
and subscribe.
Oh, that's like, yeah, right.
Declan, say something stupid, please.
Something stupid. That's fine, man.